I've been waiting a long time for this moment to come. I'm destined for anything at all. Downtown, lights will be shining on me like a new diamond ring out under the midnight hour. Well, no one can touch me now, well, and I get to my bed, it's too late, ready or not at all. Well, I'm so much closer than I have ever known. Wake up! Dawning of a new
Hey folks, welcome back to Let Me Tell You This About That. My name's Mr. J, government name Jay Gillespie. To my left is Mr. Kevin Kane, as always. Kev, man, what you got to say?
Good afternoon, Lauren, Mrs. J, and we have a special guest.
We do have a special guest today. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for one. Oh, shit, wrong one. Liz Kane, that's not off the chain,
Are you
Kane.
saying I'm a bitch?
No. No, we would never say that.
No.
We have Elizabeth Kane.
Yes.
Still married after our trip to Disney.
Yeah, Oklahoma. How did that go, my friends?
It turned a little.
We're going to need about 20 minutes, so
Yeah.
we'll get into that.
All right, we're setting the table with that. Well, Liz, welcome to the podcast. Good to have you, my friend.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good to have you, and welcome, Lauren. How you doing? Welcome.
I am doing great. It is so nice to have another gal in the room. I feel
Yes.
much more balanced.
Yeah.
I got a sister from another mister over here. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, the
Very
Prosecco
fun.
is flowing. We're having some libations.
Yes. We have Prosecco in the house.
Yes. Liz got some pineapple flavored High Noon going,
High noon.
and Bud Light for Kev, man.
Got the Bud Lights. We'll probably have to pee about 10 times during the show.
Yeah, you guys will hear that. You'll hear the magic of Kevin's kidneys kick in, like. It's amazing, but I'm actually welcoming my buddies back from vacation. It's been family festival for the last week in August here in Boston, and Kevin and Liz are back from Florida, and Lauren's back from Connecticut. Yes, and I'm back from Traction, man. I ain't doing shit, so fucking. Hope you guys are having a good. Wrap up. It's Labor Day weekend. We're here doing an extra special show because it's birthday boy Kevin Kane's big boy birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
43.
43, man.
Yes,
Baby.
getting old.
Yeah,
Oh, please, I'm 50. You're a baby.
yeah. That's what all the old guys in my judge are like. I have shoes older than you. Jesus Christ.
So we do have Liz is still in her 30s, hanging by a thread.
For a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Always 39, man. Holding on to that shit. I'm still 39 and a few
Yeah.
social media things.
We are looking for suggestions. Liz turning the big 4-0 next month.
Yep.
Not to throw it out there. Everyone, you
Nah,
got
it's
your
fine.
birthday on your Facebook. It says 1981. So we're looking for suggestions what to do next month
Yeah.
for a 40th birthday. So we're looking for like Portland, Maine, $600 a night.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah, for
really?
Portland, Maine. That's a little much.
That's a bit much for Portland.
So
yeah.
looking for places to go, suggestions. Looking in Vegas. Looking in. They have a Whitney Houston hologram concert.
No, thanks.
No for that.
I'm going for Britney. Britney
She's
only.
holding out for
And she's still holding out.
Since I've known her, she wants to see Britney in Las Vegas for her 40th birthday, and Britney is still in lockdown.
She's taking a birtation, man.
Yeah. Well, she
So-
turns 42.
Yeah, so that
December
she was gonna
3rd.
say-
Nice.
Yeah,
Well, look
so-
at that.
I
Did
thought
not
we
know
could
that.
have like a bonding experience.
Yes,
You could.
Could.
You could.
You should do that.
she's not playing, so
No.
looking for suggestions.
They're getting ready to free Britney, man, and like I wish her luck. Everyone's like, yeah, please, like let her go. And I have a feeling it's gonna be like when we let people out of our job. It's like, oh man, you wish them the best. Like, good luck, Britney. Try not to.
It'll be a disaster.
Someone's sneaking in. I see. What is that? Dracula? Is it Count Chocula? Is it fall? Anyway, we got ladies dropping in all over the place with this podcast.
Yeah, we're outnumbered.
There's a shift in the force, and I'm loving it.
Man. So yeah, there you go. Estrogen's in the house, man. So so this is called Let Me Tell You This About That. We're a bi-weekly podcast, usually about Boston comedy And honestly, like I always say in the intro, come for the jokes and stay for the family therapy, which I'm sure we're going to get a fucking heaping handful coming up.
And we don't charge a copay.
That's the important part, ladies and gentlemen. On the house, on the hizzy.
Woohoo.
On the hizzy, man. So let's see. Lauren, why don't we start in with you, like, girl?
Okay. So I took my girls to Connecticut.
I was okay. Well, you had I'm sorry, I didn't mean the bump in.
Yes.
You had to delay that because of the storm, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's start with that.
Just at the table. Sorry.
Yes. So we moved our check-in day because we had that big, huge tropical storm, and I didn't really want to arrive in the middle of a monsoon. So I went on to Hotels.com, was talking to some little guy somewhere in the world who's helping me out, and he says, yes, you can do that. I said, this is fabulous. Thank you so much.
Nice.
And then we checked in. Now, we have stayed at this hotel a number of times, and we loved it when it was a comfort inn. Now it is a quality inn, in name only. Thank you. There was no one in the parking lot except people with Connecticut plates, so those are people like who work there. So I'm thinking, we can just sneak on in and use the pool and just hang out. No, that would be way too easy for mine. Pretty much, yeah. It gets better. So we went in, and he's like, no, I'm sorry, we do not do early check-in. And I'm noticing this is a whole new staff from the 2 years ago since I've been there, and I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. So we left, and we said, we'll go out, we'll get some lunch, we'll come back, it's going to be fine. And then we go around the corner to where the pool is. And I'm noticing something, and I'm praying with every motherly, want to give my kids a last good little snippet of a vacation, that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. Who remembers the movie Vacation with Mr. Chevy Chase? Okay. Remember when they're driving cross country and they stop off at that campsite and the kids are so excited because there's a pool?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And basically the geese are there and it's greener than lime jello.
Nice.
I had everything but the family of geese.
Nice.
But did you have the dead grandma?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No, my mom's already dead. But thank you.
Oh, sorry.
No. But it was like, are you kidding me? You couldn't throw a little shock or bleach in the pool?
It's
really?
only like Labor Day
Really?
weekend-ish.
So my kids, the look on their face, I was basically stabbing myself in the heart going, oh, I'm the worst mom in the world. Oh, my God. So we went, we did some little shopping, we came back, and then we were able to check in to our room. The carpet was very, and here's one of my favorite words, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but the carpet was very moist. I'm like, oh, God, help me.
Maybe they steam cleaned it.
Could you feel it through your sneakers or?
No. But when I took off my flip-flops, I'm like, what am I feeling right now? The only saving grace was the bathroom was immaculate. Like, it was so crystal clean. But they give you, I don't know who does this, but they gave me a sliver of soap. If you've ever seen the comedian Bob Marley, he recently went up to like Maine at a hotel, and I think we had the same soap. Seriously. And that was, now my kids, of course, were like, yes, I love all this stuff. This is great. And they're having a grand old time. So we're taking a break. Then we're going to go out for dinner. So I'm on the bed and I'm looking up. And I'm like, what in the fuck happened in this room that this ceiling looks like this? Thank you.
The Kanes were there before you.
I just was like, now we haven't been there. It's only been 2 years. It hasn't been like 10 years and oh my God, the place is gone. It's been 2 years, almost to the exact day.
And like one of those years they were fucking empty. Like,
Thank you.
You know, like,
Thank
let's be
you.
honest.
I look up and I'm like, I think something's going to come crashing through the ceiling
Like
at
what's
any moment.
rotting up there? What do you
It's
think?
like they just, like literally, they were on the bed and they just threw the spackle, just threw it and prayed to God it would stay up there.
Oh, you're praying that's back.
Yeah, hopefully it was fine.
Yeah.
There were parts of the ceiling that were like peeled. I don't know know how you do that, but they did it.
Yeah.
My kids don't even notice. They don't give a shit. They're like, we got color TV.
They have 2 beds to jump on.
It's just
Yeah,
like
being away.
they're fine. So the next day, I said, okay, we're going to go out for dinner. We're going to come back. We're going to have our ice cream. It's going to be great. Now, tomorrow, because they're not doing breakfast here anymore, because the hotel website said they weren't doing breakfast. They didn't mention anything at check-in. I'm like, okay, this is great. So I said, you know what? We're going to leave early, check out, and we're going to go across the street to the nice restaurant. Nice diner. They said, oh, that's going to be great. I said, whatever you want. You can have whatever you want for breakfast. You can have a half a pound of bacon for all I care. I'll give you anything you want at this point. Well, the next day, we come downstairs, and they're serving breakfast. I'm like, motherfucker. So we just run because they've already started to clean. I'm like, wait, could you give me like 10 minutes?
Yeah,
Just give me
You're the
10.
only guest. You're the only guest. They couldn't just knock on your door and be like, here's your complimentary.
There were people there
Right.
eventually, but it was weird. They kind of only kept us like in one section of the hotel.
Oh.
Like the first floor in that wing. I didn't see anyone on the other side. But seriously, could you have maybe mentioned, oh, by the way, we do have breakfast. It's available until, 9:30. I'm sorry. You could keep it open till at least 10:30. I mean, give me a break.
They're like $2.50 a
I
night.
don't know if I would have trusted the breakfast.
The
Oh,
good
yeah,
thing
that's
was we saw the breakfast, and it was exactly how we remembered it. So it's the same packaged Danishes.
Yeah.
It's the waffle maker that McKenna's now mastered the art of waffle making. So she got her waffles. I got a Danish.
That's the best part of going away to a hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the continental breakfast.
Because now
story.
they have waffles, and I can
Fucking
totally
Danishes.
feed my kids and
Yeah.
stuff their little faces, and it
Faces for
doesn't
the day.
cost exactly.
For the
Yeah.
day. And they
Thank you.
pocket
For
the
the egg.
cereal.
Yes.
Like I used to go down as a kid and just grab shit for everybody in my family at
Yes.
weddings.
Fucking
Those
Exactly.
powdered donuts.
get like jellies in your
Yeah,
purse.
those
Like,
cute little Danishes and stuff. I got like the last 2, and then the guy who was in charge of the kitchen area, he's like, "Well, would you like some bacon?" I said, "Yes." She would definitely like some bacon. You can give her bacon. I'll eat hers. I don't care. And I would definitely. He's giving us the last of the bacon, and then they literally cleaned up. But we stuffed as much as we could into our little faces, and then we took off for the day.
Yeah, fill your bag and bring it back to the room.
I should have had Ziploc baggies inside my bag. I
Yeah.
didn't think this time. I didn't think. But anyway, they ended up having a really nice time because I was just like, guys, I really wanted this to be just a nice little ending for summer vacation. They're like,
yeah.
Mom, we got to go to places that we don't get to go to. And we got to have ice cream, and we got to go to Mystic Pizza again. And McKenna got her pressed pennies. And
Oh, the pressed pennies, man.
yes, we did.
Nice.
At Mystic Pizza. And they were very nice and
I've
helped her
been
get her
hearing about this Mystic Pizza
It's
from
good.
everybody.
Okay, here it is. It's pizza. But it's very good pizza. It's delicious.
Everybody takes
It's a
this
Julie
weekend
Roberts
trip
movie.
down to Connecticut and they do the aquarium and the Mystic Pizza and they stay in these hotels.
Okay, here's the thing.
We just spent way too much money.
Here's the thing.
Go to Virginia.
Well, one, check out your library because you can get passes to the aquarium at a discounted rate. Shut up. No. Also, the Mystic Seaport Museum, where all the boats are, you can go on. Discounted ticket to your local library. Check it out. Mine was already taken for that weekend, but that's okay. But they had fun.
Yeah.
And I looked through all the pictures that we took over the summer, and every single picture had my kids smiling. And
Oh,
That's
that's
great.
that's it. That's all I needed.
They're so easy to entertain.
They are still calling me on we didn't get to make jam. I am still on the hook for that one, but I figured I did the math for this
that
fucking
ain't
thing.
bad. That ain't bad. Huh?
It was going to cost me something like $38 to make 3 little mini jars of jam. I said no, thank you anyway, kids. We'll go to the little farm stand or something and get it over there.
Yeah, they got like Stonewall Kitchen. You can get that shit.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
$30 will get you like 3 of them. I mean, there you go.
No, we go to this little place on Cape Cod on 6A. It's called the Greenbrier, and they make their own jam there.
Oh,
and
cool.
I was
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I was going there since I was a kid.
Yep.
And I just brought home 2 little containers of jam. We're done. Check it off the list, kid.
There you go, man. That's the worst, man. I had kind of the same thing with my son Jordan. Like, he went up to Hampton Beach every summer, and that was like his big thing with his other side of the family. So I was like, oh, I'll take you up, man, because they weren't doing it that year. And I was like, oh, we'll go to the the arcades. And like the year like was I don't know if like Hampton Beach was in transition, but like we stayed at this hotel that like honestly it was like the worst. Like we would, if it wasn't raining, we would have left like and fucking. But I'm like, I can't drive like in the middle of the night in this like bad rain. But the smell in there, like it's still like I'll call up Jordan and be like, hey, Hampton smell, and he's like, oh god, I can smell it still. Like
Patchouli and feet.
What was the name of the hotel up in New Hampshire?
shit. I wish I remember, man. But the only thing that would make like the smell make any sense is if it was like 4 rooms, like in fucking Tim Roth came in and pulled down the sheets and there was like a dead hooker stuffed in the mattress and then the guy I actually like, dude, come on down, smell this. The guy's like, I don't smell anything wrong, and I'm like, it was like, oh,
Because we went up when me and my brother were little. My parents took us up to New Hampshire because my dad knew this guy who said, "Oh, get us stay at this cute little hotel and you can see the foliage and it'll be great. Take the kids." Okay, so you walk into this, I don't know, a cabin perhaps. I think maybe Saul got the idea from this cabin.
Yeah.
One of the beds had like a milk crate under it.
Oh, it's not a good sign, man.
The bathroom had rust in every corner, like in the toilet, in the sink. And then there was this wonderful vintage gas heater. My mother was literally convinced it would explode at any moment. My mother did not sleep that night.
Right.
She did not sleep that night at all. She says, I have to stay awake because if God forbid anything happens, I have to get my babies out. And that's what she did. She said, we are leaving. We are not even paying for this hellhole. We are leaving, and we will hit someplace for breakfast on the way to feed the kids. But we are leaving. I'm taking my babies. We're getting in the station wagon, and we're leaving.
Hellholes are just
Oh, my God. It was the scariest thing. I still remember it. Like that milk crate and the rust was kind of scary. And then that heater, you just kept hearing it. And it's like, Mommy, this is really scary. She goes, I know. That's okay. I'm staying awake. I'm awake. It's fine. Just go to sleep. I'll be here. It's fine. It's fine.
We walked in and it was like green shag carpet, and you know nothing good's going on.
No.
And then the bed's actually sunk in, like you can see,
Yes.
So it was like, I forget what movie it was, but there was a movie I saw where like the guy that ran it like had like a room behind it, and he was like secretly watching everyone.
Wasn't he making like snuff films or something?
Yeah, it was a nasty one. It's not the good one that was. It had John Hamm in it. It was 99 Pounds or something like that. There was a good movie that had a hidden, but this place was the nasty one where they chop up prostitutes and
there we go.
stuff, I guess. Well, I mean, that's the way it smelled. But I'm glad you turned it up, and she got a penny. She got her pressed
She got
penny.
some more pennies,
Right,
more pressed pennies for her collection. I think we're almost done with Connecticut. I think we've filled the quota for Connecticut pressed pennies, and I think she's basically filled the book now. So I think
we can move on to it.
I think we might be okay for a little while.
All right, good, man.
But she had fun, so there you go.
And she's back in school. Have they started school yet?
Lord. Yes, they're back in school.
What day did they start?
They started Monday.
Oh, so you've had a week of...
We had school for 4 days,
and
now they're off for 4 days.
Good start.
Great, it's going to be fabulous.
It's almost like Catholic school, man.
Well, no, then we got the email today from middle school, and it's like, well, we just got word that someone in the school, part of the teaching, someone in the school community, they don't tell you if it's teacher or student. I'm like, don't even tell me we're closing down. Don't you dare tell me we're
Day 3.
See, our school was like, we're testing your kid to see if they're a close contact at school and no one's going remote.
Yep.
Yeah.
We already signed the paperwork for the test them every day. I don't care. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it. So
On my nose.
So watch your kids this weekend. I'm like, could you narrow it down? Was my kid in contact or not?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people she was in contact with this week. You haven't told me anything yet.
Yeah, they should really just tell the direct classroom.
Thank you. It was like,
Unless it was the lunch lady.
No.
Sloppy Joes.
Yeah.
There were cheeseburgers.
Because
this week, so-
she's not going to put that in her body. I'm
No.
telling you right now. She doesn't know what it is.
Sloppy Joes.
And she's
But yeah, so that was our big highlight today. But I'm like, oh, great. I got to think about this all weekend. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
COVID's like herpes, man. Just fucking, just not going away. Just fucking.
Well, now they have another variant. Have you heard about this one?
The moo?
Mu. MU. Now, every time I hear the Lambda, Delta, Mu, I just want to watch Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah,
Every time they hear it, I hear those 3 variants, I just want to...
Lambda.
And Omega Moves.
Mega moves. Mega moves. Then Megan Moo is gonna fucking like that's the one that's gonna put us inside for the rest of our natural lives, and actually, but unfortunately, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Everyone's holding out hope, man. But I'm glad you guys got fucking Florida off and the age of the pandemic, man.
Hold on.
We gotta set the table.
Quick. I just want to give us a shout out that we've gone to Florida twice this summer and dodged COVID.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
But you're
both
good.
guys.
We'll get to that.
You're good.
I'm like,
Key West, he dodged a few things
Yes.
actually.
So to start out, before we even
When we left Kevin, he was
so I was
fucking
nervous about how everything was going to go.
second to none beside
with
himself.
Tommy and
Yep.
so we get to Logan. So before we even get on the plane, we're so nervous about Tommy and Danny going through security
Yeah.
that we completely forgot about William.
Right.
Now William has type 1 diabetes.
Like
he has on his stomach implanted in him a device with wires under his shirt in his abdomen.
two.
Yes.
Two.
And one beeps
So-
when it's low. And guess what it was?
So he has a thing under his shirt beeping on him. So we get through security, we're putting our shoes on. We look, where's William? He's surrounded by about 10 TSA agents. Getting the full, the full Monty. And we're like, oh, fuck.
He's half robot. We fucking forgot.
But no, because when he went through, a device with wires is strapped to his stomach.
Yes. Yeah.
We're like, oh, fuck, we forgot about William. He's like, so we're like, he's diabetic. Like, yeah. They're like, yeah, so, like, fuck. Then, like, Liz got, like, flagged because, like, we had Tommy's soy milk because you can only drink soy milk in her bag, and I think something else got flagged. So I'm like, so we got through security fine.
Kevin's C4 hockey stick fucking making.
I think you forgot the fact that they thought I was a drug smuggler.
Yeah.
And scanned me head to toe.
Yeah, because she had soy milk.
Because I had soy milk, because it says on the website that you can bring a juice box.
Yeah, so it's in little...
And I said, he's got an allergy and he's autistic. You really don't want him unhappy on your plane. Just give him his soy milk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, did you bring little containers? Hold on. I get the mic. Hey.
All right.
You're just skipping major details.
Okay.
They separated William from me, William and Jack, and they sent you three through the X-ray. No, they sent Jack with me because he was under 12. So I had the three boys in like a separate walkway where we didn't go through X-ray. They just wanted us, and like it's fine.
Gotcha.
And then I see the bag that I know has the soy milk in it, and I told the TSA agent at the X-ray machine, that is just soy milk. Just FYI, I'm not trying to. Well, also apparently Tommy decided to pack his own toys into his backpack, which are sharp objects. So his flag, he got flagged. So now I'm over getting drug. So they're scanning my entire body for drug smuggling. And I go, I really wish I was as cool as a drug smuggler right now. I'm trying to go to Disney with 4 kids. And I'm like, wait, where's Will? Will is over getting strip searched basically because they think he's 18 because he looks 18, but he's 14.
Yeah.
It's beeping. You think the idiot would mention, hey, I'm a type 1 diabetic? No.
With a half a robot in me.
No. No. He just was like, what's up?
What's up?
And it's beeping.
You guys like Afghanistan?
Yeah. I'm like, William. And I'm yelling from the TSA. I go, he's diabetic. And she's like, ma'am, you can't move. I'm still scanning you. And I'm like, but. So then they gave us the card. And they're like, listen, next time you decide to come to the airport, please call ahead and make an appointment through TSA, and we'll pick you up at the curb because you backed up our line.
Yes.
But
All 6 of you had a fucking issue.
Yeah.
You high maintenance
She's like-
motherfuckers.
She's like, we'll just pick you up and meet you on the sidewalk. I'm like, really? She's like,
You
yeah.
made
I'm like,
such a
that's
scene.
so great. And I'm like, not even gonna mention anything else in there. I'm like, if they didn't see it,
Just
let it go.
Jack's edibles are like going under the radar. He's like,
I'm like, and it was funny because you said to me before we leave, what did William pack in his what he packed in his backpack?
like William will fucking put a knife.
Yeah.
At something.
Oh, I just have this butterfly knife I've been practicing with.
yeah.
I've been whittling wood.
On a plane. I brought a stick and some wood and a knife
But what do you
Is
guys
that okay?
and a lighter. What else could he bring?
Fucking Kev, man. You have no luck at the airport. You're going to go
Then
there.
we get to the gate. They're like, oh, well.
This is before you even get on the plane.
Does anyone have kids? You can board early. We look around. We're going to Disney.
Everyone's like, get on the
everybody's
plane.
got a kid.
Everyone
But
has
everybody's got kids. We're like, all right. So everyone's good in the gate. Then, I'm still nervous about Tommy because, fuck, he's never been on a plane before.
Mm-hmm.
we're flying JetBlue. They got TVs. This kid, this whole flight, has never been more happy in his life.
Right.
He had his own TV. He didn't have his little brother changing the TV station on him.
He could watch whatever.
Asking for a remote. He had a little setup for his snacks.
Right. He doesn't give a fuck about hockey, so he's like,
Yeah.
This kid was the happiest kid for 3 hours.
Yeah, they had his TV show on too.
Yeah, he
like
watched Peppa Pig and Henry Danger. Which is a fucking terrible TV show.
Yes.
And
It's
he's like, this could have been a 9-hour flight. He would have been the happiest kid in the world.
He's like, I want to fly again.
Yeah.
That's really good, though.
We landed. He yelled out, "We're in Disney." And then, like...
The whole clap.
Yeah, he started clapping.
The whole plane started clapping.
And then, just... So, all the nervousness about how he's going to be flying. This kid rocked it. And then, Monday... Now, back it up. Disney World, Orlando, Lake Buena Vista, Bay Lake, at the end of August, sucks. Like, it is so humid that, like...
That's how
Now,
we can afford
even
to bring
backing up
6
a little
people.
further, we went to Magic Kingdom Sunday, so you have to park in the ticket transportation center and take the monorail, you take the ferry. Now, normally you park far away, and we're parked in Chippendale 312, and you take the little trams.
Yeah.
Now, you get up, it's hot out, but you took a shower, you go bonded your balls, you're good, ready to go. Like, you get the deodorant. Like,
He's not kidding.
But like, but
Him
you
and
feel
Will
good.
goal bonded the crap out of the house.
But you get to the ticket transportation center, they don't have the trams running.
Oh, no.
I don't know why. You're going to the Magic Kingdom where everyone's going to be fucking packed in. You're going to like COVID fucking Central.
Yeah.
Why can't you have the trams running? So you got to walk a mile to the monorail. So you felt good going in. You're sweating.
Dude, right.
The kids are whining before you fucking get to the monorail. And who are these assholes that wear jeans?
Floridians.
They were wearing jeans.
Long sleeve shirts.
Like, and
It was 95.
so my mother and my stepfather, I love them. I love them. But the very first day, my mother like used Florida Resident to like buy a lot of tickets, and there was a problem with that. So it like took 45 minutes. We spent like $80 on hats before we got on the monorail. Like, you know, like it was
Just to
just
get the,
like incredible hats. Like it was just. In that it was
incredible hats.
Yeah, so like Tommy Danny got incredible hats. I don't think Danny's worn his.
No,
like
he
Danny
hasn't
hasn't
worn
worn his, but like Tommy had his incredible hats. We take the monorail in, and Tommy just wanted to go on Buzz Lightyear, like just. And Tommy's never gone on a ride. Like he's just started going on the carousel.
Yeah,
down in Infinity Hall.
Yeah.
He the whole week absolutely loved rides.
It was fucking beautiful to see.
It was nice to see the pictures.
He loved
such a good
like
trip.
going in the line. He loved, but I think it took maybe 20 minutes for us to hit Oklahoma. Like where like it was, you take him this way. We had to split up because Danny wanted to go to Splash Mountain. Tommy wanted to go on Buzz Lightyear 5 times.
Right.
Like it was no. And then like you tell my mother again, Ma, I love you, but like Ma, wait here. Boom, gone.
She's worse than the kids.
My mother, 73.
Need a leash for Joni.
What do you got in your mouth? What do you got in your mouth?
Like Joni, 72 years old, has more energy than somebody that like blew 3 lines.
Right.
Like did half an 8 ball. Like she's just bing, bing, bing. Like she walks faster. She could win a gold medal in the Olympics now. So I'm like, Ma, you got like an autistic 6-year-old. I'm trying to keep up.
Right.
Like
Right.
it was just like, so Danny just wanted to go on Splash Mountain. And Tommy just wanted to go on Buzz Lightyear. And then Will and Jack were like, take the debit card and just go on your own.
Yeah. You think
So-
they did?
So Danny wants to go on. So you got Buzz Lightyear's here. Then Danny wants to go on Space Mountain.
Space
Danny
Mountain's a
wants to
strong
go on
ride.
Space Mountain. Danny went on Space Mountain. Danny will be in therapy in about 25 years. Danny,
We'll
when
start
did
the
it all
fun now
stop?
for him.
When they made me go on.
The dark. I didn't think about the dark.
Yeah, it's complete fucking pit. Yeah, we're fucking idiots.
My Aunt Peggy pissed herself completely like when she took us when we were kids. Poor thing.
So
I
like,
love Space Mountain too.
I do. Oh,
Danny
man. 9 times.
rocked it. Like he went on Splash Mountain. He We went on like It's a Small World like 9 times.
He hated it.
Like Danny hated it, Tommy loved it. He's just like, this is the best ride ever.
I can see that.
McKenna made us
Strong
go on it
Tommy
like 8
ride.
times.
Which
I went on it 8
I'm
times.
calling out the
I love it.
I'm calling out the Disney Corporation. A lot of racial shit in fucking It's a Small World. You go to the Ireland part and it's like fucking leprechauns and like fucking really that's what you think of when you think of Ireland is like fucking leprechauns. Like
Give it time,
the
they'll
biggest
cancel it. Give it
stereo-
time, they'll cancel it.
Biggest stereotype.
Have you
like-
looked in the mirror today? Basically, they just put a green shirt on a mini Kevin
Right?
at the end of like Kev.
You're a shillelagh away from fucking.
Then like at one point you
Yeah.
have a cowboy next to an Indian. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry
That
about
was
stealing
America.
your land.
Yeah.
Sorry about stealing your land.
Yeah.
But then like the next day we did Hollywood Studios and sorry, like so at the end of the night, like Tommy went home, my parents are great taking the younger two home. So Hollywood Studios has a Star Wars land in like Star Wars area.
Yeah.
And Liz was like, oh, I got away from the first husband. I'm still fucking in Star Wars land. Not my idea to go. But they have some cool rides.
You got up at 7 a.m. and made sure
Yes.
you got on
So you have
to
to,
get
like-
seats.
Yeah, you have to like try to get online. Like you got.
Oh,
like,
he
some
was-
first-
Oh, Kev's the king of getting.
No, so
Oh.
I was doing it for the kids.
I hear you, buddy.
But you go to the.
You didn't want to go on the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
No,
You go
not
to the
Kevin.
Star Wars area and it just smells like Doritos, fucking and Mountain Dew.
And Mountain
It's just
Dew.
like fucking nerd.
And axe spray. Like,
And
Just-
Noxzema.
Yeah,
too,
like just
'cause they're
like
tempting.
nerdville. And like so, we did Hollywood Studios Tuesday, then Wednesday.
smells like athlete's feet in here.
Yeah.
So Wednesday we went to this what's the resort we went to?
Cheesy
Bay,
poofs all over the place.
Bay. What's the resort area we went to?
Orange
Bay-
Lake.
Orange Lake.
Orange Lake, that was
So
awesome.
my mother belongs to this like resort.
Okay.
So it's like got a lazy river, pools. Now you think like a lazy river, you just float around, nice relaxing day. Not for me. My anxiety is so bad. Like if I'm floating around in a lazy river, I'm worried that like I'm gonna bump into people, or like there's like a group of like people in an inflatable tube, like
You're not going to kill them.
yeah, but they're gonna like bump into me, or
So
I'm
they
gonna be
push
in
you.
their way.
You push them.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to relax, and I'm like, I'm gonna bump into somebody. I couldn't relax in the lazy river. I just couldn't. I don't know. Could you?
Yeah.
Could you relax your bladder in the lazy river? Or?
Yeah, like I was doing
Yeah, let
that.
that
Like
go.
I'm just like I'll be trying to relax in the lazy river, and like, oh no, there's like 4 people in that. They're floating towards me, and I'm gonna be in the way. And all right, let me hold on to the side and let them pass. I couldn't relax in the lazy river. That's how bad my anxiety.
I can't figure out if you're too Irish or if you've been in the jail too long. Or if
I
it's
don't know.
both.
Paranoid. Like he's paranoid. I just laid there like a dead fish. I did not care. I'm like,
I do feel Kev's
and then I
pain,
found
though.
Will.
What do you
Will
like?
was doing that
I'm
too.
gonna be in the way. I'm gonna be in the way. Like
I don't
Well, I'm
care.
always in the way, so that's
Yeah.
what I'm always
Everybody's
like super
in the way.
sensitive.
It's-
Everyone's in the way. It's Florida.
Yeah.
Wednesday night we went to God's gift to food, Golden Corral.
Oh, yeah.
How was it?
Oh,
Lizzie made me do it, by the way.
if we didn't get COVID from Golden Corral,
Corral.
Dude, seriously.
oh,
you're-
buffet.
The Delta variant should be. Would you like Delta variant? Like, yes.
They
But yeah,
tried.
a glove to grab.
They had
the
a
food.
glove.
Well,
You
we
had to
could
like
use
put
the
your
glo-
hand in a glove. I didn't know about
Yeah,
the
like
glove, so
first
I'm just
week-
sitting there scooping
so
stuff.
The
I'm
first,
like,
first time up, she like got a salad. I'm like, really?
That, yeah.
Then like her third and fourth was
That's what I
like
would've
dessert.
I love carrot cake.
I got like fried chicken. They had like the Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Oh,
No.
that's always
I got like 5 of
Keto went out
those.
the window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we went there because
Everything
everybody
goes
was
out the
fighting
window.
about where to go. And I'm like, well,
Golden
Tommy
Corral.
can eat all you can eat chicken nuggets and French fries,
Right,
and
yeah.
Danny
Oh, yeah.
had a $12 bowl of pasta.
Yeah.
They don't really eat desserts. I'm like, does anyone have any bags of chips or something? But
Clean that motherfucker.
Jack-
up.
Jackson was in his absolute glory.
Oh, yeah,
Why don't we
like-
have any of these at home? And I'm like,
We
well,
do. You just gotta.
because, we're not. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
This
Guys drive
place-
to.
It was glorious. Like the best fried chicken I've ever had.
I've got to check
Biscuits.
it out.
Yeah, the fried
Rolls.
chicken was pretty good.
Oh, the filet mignon was to die for.
I had beef stew.
Just,
I ended up just going for desserts at the end.
yeah, just like cookies.
Kev's
Cookies
got me
were
making.
terrible, but like the cakes,
It looked good.
yeah, they had like a carrot cake. They had the soft serve machine. Yeah. And then like one of the people at the other table goes, go over to the soup area and get a bowl and put some pie in the bottom and then put this on. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Level 5 it.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, apple pie a la mode. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, so good. That was good. The apple pie was, and they had like all that southern, like peach cobbler, blueberry cobbler, cherry cobbler,
Mint this and like
Mickey Mouse
that.
cinnamon buns.
Ooh.
We just, and I'm like, Jackson's like, I don't really like it. I'm like, guess what? You just move your plate over, and someone else takes it away. I'm like, just keep your fork. And he's like, okay.
They just put a stack of plates at your table.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
then like
America.
after like an hour, he's like, "You guys need more plates?" We're like, "Yeah."
I think we took everybody out to dinner. Felt so bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom and Dad, we're going to take you to dinner at Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
They're like, we got a senior discount.
Yeah, we're going to use you guys for that
So for
too.
the 8 of us to eat at Golden Corral before tip was $125.
That ain't bad.
No.
Shit.
No shit. And no
Man.
one was hungry for the rest of the night. Like Jackson is known to like a couple hours later, I'm hungry. He was like, I'm full.
All done.
So that's worth $125.
Absolutely.
He's like a chronic 10 o'clocker. When the Xbox comes out, you know, I can hear him come down the stairs.
Right.
You know, with his
Getting his
flashlight,
second dinner.
getting his second. And he's like, I think I want to have I'm like, you're going to have a glass of milk and go to bed.
Xbox that.
Or an apple. Shut up. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy Timmy, he swore by those Golden Corrals, man. He used to put them
It was
down.
good. It was good.
It's
We
good.
would be, we'd be there all the time if they're up here. So I'm glad they're not.
Well, it's not like I used to go to like Fire and Ice and be like, oh man, we're gonna fucking punish them at that place, man. And then like one bowl full, and you're
No,
like,
you're stuffed.
fuck. Yeah.
You're stuffed.
Like I'm going up just because. And like,
Fire and Ice used to have that breakfast.
oh, no kidding, really?
Oh my God. So not to bring my ex-husband and I used to go to that Sunday breakfast all the time. Make your own pancakes.
Really?
That's what
Make your own French toast. And you can get your meat.
That's
Like
what
you can
I'm
make a
fucking-
meat bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. That's what
like
fucking. I wish because we used to like hit the nighttime one, but I never heard the breakfast one. Breakfast is my jam, man.
I like breakfast.
That's all my shit nowadays, man. The corral, though, I was jealous. And then Kev's got me making memes because it's like, you know, like, oh, what are you loading up on? He's like, and he took a picture
Yeah,
of Liz.
how
She's
it
got
started,
salad.
how it
How it
finished.
started in my
Then he's
salad.
fucking like, make the meme or you're not cool. And I'm like, God damn it, Liz. I'm sorry, Liz. Don't kill me.
Peer pressure.
We probably did too much. So the next day we did SeaWorld. So it's got probably like a depressing place, like the dolphins in captivity.
Yeah.
And,
It's not depressing.
yes. Probably
Well, I mean, if you're a
I'd be
dolphin,
afraid.
it's-
Yeah. Did anyone ask the dolphins?
They're getting like filet mignon every day.
The seals
And no
look
one's
pretty
eating
happy,
them.
too,
no
man.
one's they're not hiding from whales or
Yeah,
sharks,
did anyone
whatever.
ask them? So they have a Sesame Street area. But to get to the Sesame Street area is like a mile-long bridge. Not covered, no shade, and it's like the fucking Bataan
Death March.
It is.
fucking get a 6-year-old autistic kid and a 5-year-old.
And Tommy's allergic to the sun.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh my
my
God.
neck is so hot. I'm like, just get across the bridge. Like, just get across. Like, it was the longest walk. And then at the end of it, they had a spray park. And he was in the spray park for like 3 hours.
I would have
I
had
would
like,
have done
yeah.
that.
And Danny did this roller coaster, I think, 5, 6, 7 times.
Yeah.
And it was just, so that was good. But like, we probably did too many parks. Then Friday was Epcot, when probably where I think our marriage ended almost. So they have this.
Pretty sure I'm banned
At
from
the Italian
Epcot.
Pavilion?
No,
Or?
like,
sure-
this is where like we got in the full blown. Like there was no Oklahoma. It was just
There was no
like,
Oklahoma. There is.
No, it was
You're
just
a
like go
fucking
fuck
pussy,
yourself. Like,
and
it was
I hate you right
Like
now.
what was it? Go fuck yourself. Like it was just. It was a full blown no Oklahoma. It
No.
was just
Oh, we just
Oklahoma.
skipped right
At the
over
happiest
Oklahoma.
place on
Yeah,
earth. Yeah.
Oklahoma just went right
Right out the window.
So there's
kids.
a ride. It's called Mission to Mars. So you literally you go. So we got separated from Danny. Danny, William, and Jack went to one space shuttle. Me and Liz went to the other. And
I didn't know that they closed the doors
So,
like that.
and
And
you
like
hit-
enclose you in this capsule.
so you hit 0 G's
Oh no.
in this capsule, and you like your face goes back. And,
What was this? What was the lovely complimentary thing that they had in front of us?
oh, they give you a barf bag.
Bath
Oh,
bag.
that's
And I look at him and I go, "Does this thing spit?"
So
Right.
to hit 0 G's, it spins, but you don't know you're spinning.
Oh.
That's how it gets it. So the thing in the capsule closes, and we just hear. Then I heard the outdoor thing close, and you just hear Danny screaming bloody murder. And she's like, stop the ride. Like, she's hit the... I'm like, we already started the ride.
Bang on the door.
It's like
bang
10.
on the door.
So it's
My
a Motion
baby.
Odyssey movie ride, and it's already like 10, 9, and you're taking off the shuttle. I'm like, we've hit the point. There's no stopping the ride.
There could have been.
She's like, you
There could
fucking
have been.
pussy. I'm like, what?
I'm like, hit the door. There should be an emergency exit button somewhere. Like, stop.
But like to do the ride, like you're like you gotta hit buttons, like you're the captain, you're the like, and it's just
It was terrible.
it, like
It was
so
absolutely
it
the
was
worst
just
ride.
fucking. Then like my poor stepfather Murray's like trying to make small talk with us, like
Yeah, we're
like,
not talking.
like,
We're not
not-
talking.
He's like, so what do you guys want to do next? She's like, I don't know. Like they
I go,
try to
I'm
talk.
done. I'm going home. I hate him.
It was
I
just
hate
like-
him.
And
He
it's
didn't
like
tell me.
95 degrees. It's hot. We had to walk the mile to get into Epcot. And it's
Walk
just,
a mile back to get out.
so it ended up being like, you know, so then it's like how everything, like after you've had the big fight, like,
We didn't talk.
yeah, like, so like we get to like, we meet up with like everyone else and it's like, how any like couple, like after a big fight, like no one really like,
In public.
no one like, so it's like you got a leg, like lays back
With
a chip.
Mickey ears on.
Yeah,
so-
don't forget, yeah.
So it's like
With everyone
you have,
watching,
like, a
go,
Lay's
at least
bag
for
of
not
chips,
them.
you're like, has Lay's always been yellow? Like you bring up like something stupid, like,
Hey, honey.
has water always been this color?
Yeah.
Like,
Is the sky blue? Is it?
Hey,
like, you just bring something
awesome.
to
You like
like,
your
try to
birthday,
move
right,
on.
honey? Like,
like, just like kind of like when you get a fight at home, like so you go, hey, was a stove in the kitchen when you were in here? Like, you just bring up something to like.
And I was like,
move
fuck
on.
off.
listen, you limp dick motherfucker. Okay.
When I get mad, I get very, like,
Quiet.
kind of, but like almost like it's psychotic mad. Like it's,
Yes.
And I was deep in that mad. And I'm like, there's nothing you can say that's going to bring me out of this mad right now. Like, you look at me and I'm going to punch you in the face.
Oh, yes.
So it was bad. It was like, I
It
asked
took
you.
us till Friday.
I asked you to get milk. They don't have kids' milk.
I couldn't find the
And I
milk.
go, it's in the fucking kids' milk section. There's a drink
I only
section
found
for
chocolate
kids.
milk. Like,
He's like, I didn't find any milk. I'm like,
Oh,
kids' meals.
In
Milk.
Kevin's defense, though, he calls you in the ER for fucking milk that's in the kitchen like 3-4 times a day. So it sounds like you took that milk game on the
And
road.
then it was like, you can't find it because you have a penis. Your whole race is stupid.
Everything
You know
comes
what I
right
mean?
down.
Everything.
Poor
everything,
Jack's like, what did I do, boss?
Jack's like, well, no, because Jack and Will are just as bad.
Yeah, no, everyone's
I'm
penis is
sitting
taking a
there,
hit that day.
You know, and then he's like, you don't have a penis. I'm like, no, I don't.
Right.
I'm like, that's why I can find stuff.
so like it was like 95 degrees.
I know the fucking milk is.
So you have like where the rides are, then you have the countries. And there's just nothing for a 5 to 6 year old doing the countries. So my parents took them to home. Then it's like, all right, me and her are gonna walk the country. So like, grab a beer.
Hey, babe.
She goes to Germany.
Still not talking.
Oh, yeah.
By the
like,
way,
yeah,
he's
so,
like,
like-
let's go to France. I'm like, fuck off. Where's the beer?
Like, so
I'm like,
she-
I don't drink this fucking French
Wine
beer.
bullshit.
He kept dragging me through countries. I'm like, what the fuck are they drinking?
So like we go to Italy, grab the slice, so it's getting a little better. Then Will and Jack meet up with us, and where do you grab that fruity fucking?
Oh, so we got to Belgium. I said, get me
No,
to Belgium.
Germany. Yeah, they have that.
Someone who has got normal beer. Right?
Germany
so
food.
I walked up to the guy. I look like hell. I'm exhausted. I haven't slept, by the way, because we're going basically 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every night. Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Oh, and then get home and do laundry and like pack everything for Tommy the next day and everything. I was just exhausted.
And the kids are
Closed all my
shedding
rigs.
teeth like fucking.
Oh yeah, and then they're losing like
Fucking-
really in Disney. So where was I?
So you buy the fucking beer.
Oh, so I go to the guy and I go,
Germany.
I need a beer.
Yes.
And he's like, okay. I kind of go,
keg of beer.
what is a good one? He goes, this is the best thing you'll ever drink in your life. And he was so right. It was some German wheat beer with grapefruit in it.
Oh, he's like,
I'm a fruity person. So I was like, this is amazing. So I'm like, all right, this is taking, like, and I chugged it pretty fast. So I'm like, I'll take another one for the road. So then we're walking, and next.
Then you saw Snow White.
No.
Oh.
What, we still in Germany now?
Yeah, we saw Snow White in Germany.
We saw Snow White in Germany. So I'm like, oh, take my picture. Because you don't see them. The characters don't
Yeah,
really
you
come
can't
out
take
anymore.
pictures with characters anymore because of COVID.
They'll do a mini parade every 2 hours, like 5 princesses, and then like Tinkerbell, like a couple hours later, and then maybe you'll just see a random character. You don't see any villains, which is I would love to see a villain.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
hear you.
None. It's awful.
I hear you.
But anyway, so Snow White's sitting there and she's doing her little pose. She's da da
So
da
she's like,
da da
take
da.
my fucking picture with Snow White.
So I said, "Oh, look, there's Snow White. Let's take my picture." Now Will and Jack have now just met up with us.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there. I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "She won't take a picture with you." I'm like,
Yeah.
I go, "Why won't she take a picture with
The
me?"
handler was.
And then all of a sudden, the Disney cast member, aka Snow White's bodyguard, goes, "Ma'am,
Yes.
we don't allow alcoholic drinks in pictures with the princesses." And I go,
Oh, shit.
"I go, then why the fuck is the princess in the beer and wine festival at Epcot?" And she
Good
looks at me and
point.
she's like, I go, "Don't you think that was a little poor planning?"
Right.
I love it.
So I'm like, "Kevin, take the fucking picture.
Get this
Take the fucking
over
picture."
here.
And she's like, "You cannot have beer." And I'm like, "Snow White!" And I'm like, I go, "You need to back up, lady. Like, I've been with my family."
Oklahoma, lady. Oklahoma.
And she's like all of 4 feet tall. I'm like, "Fuck you. Like, fuck off." And like now in Epcot, all it is bachelorette parties because it's a beer and wine festival started
Yeah, they
that
got the beer and
Thursday.
wine festival.
It was that week. So I'm like, oh. So Kevin's like, "We're going to get kicked out of Epcot." I'm like, "Nope, we're going to run to the Netherlands and claim find an embassy."
We're going to get it.
She will find amnesty.
I will find amnesty. And I'm like, "What's the next country?" So
I think it was China.
yeah,
It's like the fucking Von Traps of the fucking Epcot Center.
so the picture is pretty much kind of sad. I have my fanny pack. I think the
Oh,
ears
yeah,
came
she
off.
became
I took
a
the
fanny
ears
pack
off
person.
because I'm like, let's go.
Let's
Let's go, Snow White.
How many fucking
But there's
bachelorette
no-
parties were like, oh,
there were no
shit.
little kids.
No.
Right?
There was none. It was like 4:00 on a Friday night, and all the
Like
little
fucking-
kids are over in little kid land where they should be.
Right.
What's in Epcot? We saw Winnie the Pooh once, way
Yeah.
up on a hill.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're not going to get COVID through the fucking costume, asshole." All right.
The union.
Yeah, and I
These
almost
kids are
turned,
psyched, dude.
And
They're
then
like,
we've
"Oh, we
heard the
don't have to
backstories
gross."
about the Disney princesses, and they're really not nice people. So I almost turned to Snow White and said,
You were just doing reels.
"You were
fucking
just
behind
doing a
fucking
line of coke with Prince Charming
Yeah, like,
off Tinkerbell's ass, and I can't take a picture with you
With a
because
beer.
I have a grapefruit beer."
Nice.
so I had
Keeping it real, keeping it real.
I read
Oh.
a book a couple of years ago about somebody who worked at Disney, and so we prefaced it saying everyone there loves their job, but it was like a behind the scenes. It was just saying like how the hierarchy of like how everyone treats everyone, and how like the princesses like are the top echelon behind the scenes. But he said like the princesses were like drug addicts and like
Horse.
they're all banging
Yeah,
each other like before like they go
They're
out,
injecting
like,
before they get in the parade.
yeah, like
Right.
they're all like would do coke before like they would go out to like get, like pep themselves up and like.
Like any
But they all
cheerleader.
said they all love
Yeah.
their job and they're full into it. 'Cause
You're
they're all,
so.
like,
It is
theater
like the
people and-
cheerleaders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like-
Every cheerleader story is like that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, as the case may be.
Well, it's good. One of the good things is William had the disability pass.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
when we first started doing it, I was like, felt bad doing it. By the end, I'm like, William, go get a return time for us.
Yeah.
Like shoving them, like,
Yeah.
all right, what time are we gonna come back? Like walking by people, I'm like,
Holding a cookie in front of him, like, get
Exactly.
up there.
It was
And
my time.
That's one thing I said. Go up to something and get a disability pass. He's eating an ice cream. He's like, "Can I have a fast pass for my baby?"
he's like,
He's eating an ice cream. I'm like, "Could you hide?"
yeah,
You know,
To hide the
and
evidence,
So
please.
Tommy had a fast pass too because of his autism, and he can't. So I was sitting there, like a lot of people give you the dirty look when you walk past them in the fast pass lane,
Yep.
especially up Splash Mountain. And I'm like, God, the kids look normal, especially, Will. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Will, have you checked your sugar?" Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, "I don't think your blood sugar. Do you need some sugar now?" And, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Tommy's he's out to lunch, but most of the time he looks kind of normal. This one day, he put on full-blown leg. Are we on fire?
what is that,
It's a
actually?
fire alarm.
That is a fire alarm.
Probably next door or something, or upstairs.
Aye.
Oh, you know what happens when there's fire alarms? There's
The fire.
firefighters.
Yeah, the trophy firefighters, too.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's
Did I say
here,
that out
right?
loud? I'm so sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Let me see.
I prefer the kind that.
I think it went away. Well, anyway, that was a fun little.
Yeah.
That's our first fire alarm in the middle of a broadcast. I love it.
Yeah.
Either we have planes, now we have a fire alarm. That's
Sorry,
pretty
Kev, it's not raining men, but fucking.
yeah.
Well, there we go.
But I don't know.
So, shit. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I'm sure you guys found that really fun to listen to. on the podcast here. But so anyway, just to reset the table, Liz and Kevin have hated each other for the afternoon and the last day.
Yeah, well, the last day we went back to Magic Kingdom. We ended up running into two people I ran into. I ran into one kid I was in the Navy with.
Right.
That's part of the group text that I'm in. So we happened to be down there, and I ran into a kid I used to work with.
Kev runs into people like
Yeah.
in the bathroom, like, hey.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
He has a special power.
one guy, I used to work with him. I actually got suspended with him at work. No better guy to get suspended with. Who actually works security down there.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go, man.
So he happened to be just at Magic Kingdom with his family that day. And then this other kid, Opie, we call him. He looks like Ron Howard. We call him Opie.
Nice.
He happened to be down there with his family. So we was able to see some people I knew down there. And then last day we did Magic Kingdom. We held it together. And
You
finished
guys
strong,
talking
I
at this point? Or?
Yeah, I think we finished strong.
I think Snow White kind of broke the ice because we
Yeah.
were kind of like you got to get me out of here
Yeah,
before I kill this girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got Dorchester up in the
Oh, and then we went to Frozen.
Yeah.
Tommy.
What did you do to that
So
bitch?
Tommy's Fast Pass. Back to Tommy's Fast Pass.
Motherfucker. Part 2.
That's all right. It sounds like Kevin's cooking.
Yeah.
Are you cooking?
No, I know how to make Dino Whiteys. That's about it.
Yeah, Dynamites.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
There.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just,
Yeah, it's probably some common.
yeah, man, it's fucking interrupt us, man. Story interrupt us. Okay, so back at it.
So
Okay,
Tommy
so
ended up,
Tommy-
for some odd reason, I don't know if it was because of the heat or he was at the lunch, basically walking like he was dragging a leg. One arm is bent and he's drooling. And I'm like, good boy.
You put a fucking.
Good boy.
Yeah.
We look like we earned this Fast Pass for Frozen or wherever we were.
Peter Pan.
Peter
or something.
Pan. And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, see? Yeah.
What you gonna
We-
do?
What are you going
That
to do about
pass.
that? You going to hate us now?
Yeah.
You got a Fast Pass? And I'm like, good boy, Tommy.
That's nice. He's putting in the
Do you know
work,
what I
man.
mean? Yeah.
Lean into that.
I don't know
shit.
where that came from.
Tommy had
By dehydration, but it's
Tommy
all right.
Probably 30,000 steps and his
Tommy had
parents
the
yelling at each
least
other,
amount-
calling.
Tommy had the least amount of meltdowns.
Yeah, he was the
I think-
best one.
I think he only had one at like SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Right?
Was about it.
Like Will and Jack had more.
Yeah.
We
like-
gave them a damn debit card and said, I'll see you at 9 o'clock tonight. You have a phone and here's a debit
Yeah,
card.
like
Be
Jack
a
wanted-
teenager and go live.
Just don't get abducted, fucking. And
Like,
won't.
where are you? We're like, we're going
They
when
won't.
when
They
did the
smell
police
too
pick
bad.
us?
we don't want that.
They smell too bad and they're just
William packed like one shirt.
one shirt
Yeah.
for the whole trip.
And
So he's
I had
wearing
like a
Kevin's
hole in
clothes.
it, so I'm like, take mine.
Yeah, he's like, what's wrong? No, he packed Jackson's clothes for himself.
Yeah, like you put it on like
It's a little small.
Yeah, a little small. He's like, it is.
Kevin, you sure these kids aren't yours, man? I'm just asking.
God, like it's 14-year-old boys. Apparently, everybody at work empathizes. Said, yes, they're 14-year-old boys. I'm like,
Yeah, I've been
but they're
there.
stupid.
There's
Yeah.
been times I've asked William, like,
trying.
you high?
Yeah.
Like, please tell me you're high. Like you're not.
Yeah, he's like, nope, sorry, I let you down.
No, he's like
Yeah.
the quantitative formula of
Yeah,
like Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
Right.
Do I have any underwear?
Yeah. Like,
Should I tell the TSA guys I got wires hanging out my gut? And like,
Yeah, like the.
You think? You look like the Unabomber,
Yeah.
like strapped.
Also, we took Will and Jack just by themselves to Universal Studios. We were stuck in Harry Potter land for about 6 hours.
fuck that shit.
Which
Oh, I like Harry Potter, but
Yeah.
it was a little much.
Too many muggles.
Like, I'm like, I gotta get a, like, I just wanted a water, and it was like Gilly's water. It's like, no, I just want like a fucking
It was all
Dasani.
sparkling water.
Like, I just want like, can I just get like a Coke? Like it was like, no,
no, it's
like,
the magic beer. Like,
yeah, butterbeer. It's like, no, I just want I
The
get
butterbeer.
Or we would stand off to the side while you want to ride, right?
Yeah.
We were in someone's magic wand path. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me, I'm like, fuck, they're everywhere. And I'm like, every window is a kid with a wand trying to make something happen. And I'm like, which is great. But I'm like, where am I going to sit in the shade?
So I gotta
Where
call
is the
Will.
shade?
So they have
fucking wizards.
They have a ride. So they have a ride at Universal Studios, and I'm gonna fucking hold it. Will is out of the fucking will. William's out of the will. It's a roller coaster. You're on a motorcycle in a sidecar.
Okay.
Will goes, I want to be in the motorcycle. You be in the sidecar.
Okay.
Yeah. The sidecar is like for
Hagrid's.
like a teenager or younger.
I was gonna say, Kev, I'm not seeing you.
Now I
folding
have
down.
a fat gut.
Not that, just the knees.
The bar only went up to like my legs.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the sidecar and I can't get the bar down. Do you know what it's like to be sitting in the thing like, excuse me, sir, you have to get out?
Dude, it's the
And,
worst.
like, I've never felt more
Fair.
embarrassed. And they had like a testing car. and like you have to sit over here to make sure you can fit.
Oh God.
I'm like, this morning I was 228. Like I'm not like that where I can't fit in rides.
Feel like
so
Kevin
I said
Smith
to William, I go,
out.
what the fuck? He goes, well, I wanted to sit in the motorcycle. I go, yeah, but the sidecar is for like smaller people.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like, so we had a switch. I have never felt more low in my life. Where like in front of people, some 16-year-old girl had to be like, sir, can you get off the ride? Like the worst.
Feels so good,
like,
man.
I was so embarrassed. Like then we had to like get back in line. Then I had to sit on the motorcycle. And I was just like, I sat on the ride like sad on the motorcycle part.
Dude.
And I fit fine on that. Yeah. Like it was just, but like there was times like me and Danny sat on a roller coaster and the bar came down to me. I'm like, this thing ain't even fucking touching Danny.
Sucking, yeah.
Like it's not even close to touching it.
Yeah, I'm like,
so I'm like holding on to him. But there was a ride at Universal Studios. It's called the Velociraptor. It's a brand new roller coaster. You don't touch the seat. And at one, you don't even know where the fuck you are. They have Harry Potter's like castle, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know what it's called. But you're a nerd. What's it called?
I'm a nerd.
What's it? The castle? Hogwarts. I don't know.
Ooh, she's right. That's 2 points for Liz, folks.
Thank you.
At one point,
3 points for Hufflepuff.
at one point, you come out of a loop. You are a good 150 feet above Hogwarts, and you're like, what the? Like you come out of a loop and you're above that. You're like, and you're out of the. You don't touch the seat the whole time. Yeah. And then you level off, and you are going faster than you have ever gone on a roller coaster. And then you go faster.
Fucking Willy Wonka pop out and be like,
what the fuck? It is like no ride I've ever been on. And like literally, I had like snot coming out, drool. Like,
you didn't save the picture to that one, did you? You know how they save those pictures? You can go up and see.
Jack's got fucking grip marks.
Jack won't go on the rides.
Jack wouldn't go on a ride if he saw it on YouTube first.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta see the POV of the ride. It's like, Jack, just go on the fucking ride.
Shit, spoiler alerts on life, man?
Like,
wow.
There was one, I'm like, Jack, he's gotta go on the ride, buddy.
Yeah, you can experience that shit.
He finally went on the Haunted Mansion. Like you just gotta go on. We put, you had Danny go on the Haunted Mansion. Like I said.
He was okay because he was next to me in a clamshell.
Yeah, well,
and I said, and then I gave him my phone when it got really dark.
Yeah,
and we turned on the flashlight and stuff, and he was okay.
But if you are planning on going to Disney, they were good on the mask inside.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I saw one person inside not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Universal is kind of like the anti-Disney. It was like,
whatever.
Yeah.
What happens?
We got intermission till in or whatever.
Like butterbeer kills COVID.
Yeah,
they just
got that horse shit.
They just recommend inside, but like I don't know.
No, Disney was strict.
Like it wasn't like they were yelling at
cast
people,
members.
But like people kind of just like respected the cast member. Like you just kind of just put it on.
We can tell Minnie go fuck her. Well, actually, people will tell Minnie go fuck herself.
I told Snow White.
Yeah.
I was actually funny because one of the things that I saw was Tommy's incredible hat because I love Tommy because he's always into the most offbeat superheroes. Like
and they saw him in the parade and they were so
fucking he
they
was
were
like
pumped.
He was so
one
pumped.
kid has our hat.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell does Mrs. Incredible have a donk in this fucking in this costume, man?
This Incredible is bringing it for us.
Yeah, I was like, shit, like wow, but also like no kidding, like before Kev left and we're trying to buck him up about Tommy, and I was like, dude, I guarantee, like my ESP kicked in. I'm like, I know this kid's gonna be all right, man. So, and watching him like be okay on like fucking everything,
like
and like
being
fucking,
he wouldn't even go into a new hockey rink.
Right.
If it was a rink he'd never been to.
Right.
Like he would be in the lobby and he wouldn't go into the rink. Like he would go into the lines where like Buzz Lightyear's talking to you.
Dude, this was his shit, man. I was like, get this kid a job.
I took him on Peter Pan and he was like, he got off. He goes, I ain't never going on that ride again. Then me and him on it. Then he saw Liz and he was like, he wanted to show her the ride. Like he loves when he does something, showing it to somebody else.
Yeah.
She was like, Mom, you got to go on this ride. And I'm like, I thought you don't like it. He's like, yeah, but I want to show Mommy. So like he loves showing. So.
Yeah,
it ended up being a complete success. I probably will never go in August again.
The benefit to that reason why I picked August is because it's cheaper.
Yeah,
usually,
and
all the Florida residents are back in school.
The place was empty,
so it was all New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Canada.
And like
Maybe
lines were
7.
empty. Like there was
Yeah.
like 5-minute wait, 10-minute wait. I don't
Yeah.
think any line was more than 20 minutes.
Well, just the most popular rides were 45, like that
Yeah.
Snow White
But even
Mine
like,
Train.
like Space Mountain was 10
30,
wait.
yeah.
Thunder Mountain. 5
And they made you wait outside. If the wait got longer than like 10 minutes and wasn't constantly moving, they moved all the lines outside.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and they were hand sanitizer galore.
That's
To the
good.
point where I think my fingerprints are gone.
Right, right.
But I'm like,
hands are shit.
and I'm like, guys, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And
If
well,
you go back, try October. October is nice. We went for like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and we went like before Halloween, and there was like nobody there. I know. It was really good.
I've heard that. Maybe we should do that for my 40th.
And don't ride.
Holy crap, you could.
I could just ride the monorail drinking, no one bothering me.
You could fuck up that
And they've
Snow White
got
bitch.
now. When we were there,
Show her a thing
you
or
will
two.
definitely see villains during Halloween.
So just go to Grand Floridian for 2 nights.
Well, it doesn't have to be a Grand Floridian. I mean,
Oh, you
See how
guys.
the
Yeah.
other half lives.
But there's nobody there, and the weather is much nicer.
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, it was fucking like your shirt. And I got to be in 2 parades.
We saw.
Yes.
We saw.
Yeah, that was.
I love
I
that.
had the
I
choreography
booed you
down.
because you didn't have any candy to throw.
Yeah, you missed me in the Disney one though.
I did.
He didn't, earn his beads or anything like that in this
I
parade.
don't want to see that.
Man, Kevin, I remember I was at the World's Fair in Ohio with my kid, and he was like 12, and he was scared shit. And I wanted to go on this ride that literally is like one of the new rides too, where like you just kind of side saddle it and fucking thing pops up like by your junk, and then they come down and they close you in that way. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be all about this. And he's like, I'm scared. So they lock him in, and I'm like right across. I'm like, okay, buddy, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna do this together. And the fucking guy came over and he was like, and the thing didn't even come close to getting like close to the slot. And I was like, try again. And I'm like suck it in from like last Wednesday. And the guy's like, sir, you have to get up and leave them. And like the same thing, like doing the fact, like Kevin Smith getting kicked off the plane. like,
Walk of shame.
fucking, the worst. And the worst was the look at his eyes when he's like, you're shitting me, right? Because I'm walking away. And he's like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, you're leaving me alone.
Walk of
Sorry,
shame.
buddy.
Well, it was
Never more embarrassed in my life.
Danny wanted to go on Tower of Terror, which
Yeah,
is my
oh,
favorite
yeah.
ride. Absolute
Yeah, we
favorite
took
ride.
him
I
on
love
that, too.
dropping rides. I just don't like spinning rides, but I love drop stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Danny wanted to go on that. We took him on that.
We took him on that, and it was, we didn't realize he didn't get anything. Like, so you walk in the Haunted Mansion, he's like, wow, this house is really dirty. I'm like, I know. He's like, there's cobwebs everywhere, Mom. I'm like, I know. And everybody's laughing.
Smells like a hockey bag. in
Yeah,
there.
it's gross. And then we go to the next one in the room, and that was Haunted Mansion. The walls were rising. We went to another. We watched the Twilight Zone movie,
yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, there's a movie." I'm like, "I know, great, right?" Then they're like, "All right, go to the ride." So then we're walking through. He goes, "It looks like the basement." I'm like, "It does look like the basement." And then like, "All right, line up on your numbers." And he's like, "Okay," So we're all like lined up. The 3 of us are in that one row.
It's like, why are you holding my hat? Why can't
And I'm like, you might want to take your hat off and I go, tighten your seatbelt. And I'm just going to lean on. He's like, okay. And he's like, all right. I'm like, it's in the movie, The Twilight. And all of a sudden the thunder crashes,
He's like, is it raining?
shoots you out. Boom, you fall. The kid's never screamed so much in his
and
life.
it falls like multiple times.
Yeah, and that was like extra falls on this one. Like sometimes they say, because it was barely any weight. It was like 20 minutes. Shot us up. He was like, oh, dropped us again. I swear he pooped himself. Like it was just like, and he's just, his heart rate was going like 100,000 miles per hour. And then the ride ends and all you hear is him screaming and everybody turns around and looks at us like we're the worst parents ever. And I go, the only thing I say is, he wanted to go on this ride. He asked me to go on this ride. We showed him the YouTube video. He said he still wanted to do it.
Clapping.
And everybody started clapping saying, you did it, buddy. He's like, no. And I'm like, frick. I'm like, we're in so much trouble with him.
Add it to the therapy list.
Yep.
It's okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and Jackson are going to need therapy anyway, not college.
Sometimes they do family discounts.
Yeah.
Just let me know. They did that for us.
I'm like,
It's okay.
here, Danny, here's some of Mommy's Ativan. No, I didn't give him any Ativan. Sometimes I think
Next
about
trip.
it. Next trip.
Next trip.
It was good.
Man, so yeah, welcome back. That was quite the tale, man. I have nothing. I just watched this whole shebang happen on Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't upload any of my pictures yet. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, there's no touch tunes. I take it at the Magic Kingdom.
No.
You couldn't get your Easy E on, like fucking.
No, but they did over with Disney Springs. Well, that used to be Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yes,
Disney
Springs.
Springs. It's kind of cool if we went without kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Rainforest Cafe is there, which closed in Burlington, I think 10 years ago.
Yeah. I actually liked that place when it was open.
Yeah.
Man.
I liked it. It was
Totally,
an
man.
aquarium, but no, it was good.
So hey, that might be in the running for Liz's big birthday. We won't mention which birthday it is, but because we're gentlemen, and but yeah, but they're actually fucking right into our Facebook page. I'm thinking Nashville. You were talking Nashville too. I'm going there
my
this week.
girlfriend wanted to go to Nashville, and we talked about this because we're all turning 40 in a week.
Yeah.
The same one. And I go, I'm kind of, and she's like, I know, it's really high with COVID. Maybe we'll go next year.
Yeah.
And I said, I've dodged a bullet twice. There's no way I can dodge it a third time. Like, maybe I should get a booster.
Right.
Maybe I should go, because I got my shot back in December. December when the vaccine came out, they got us all at work. Lined them up like army soldiers.
Yeah, that's what, and it's kind of confusing. I think the thing is now they're like, we're going to hold off on the booster thing. So
Yeah, I heard that.
But no, I hear you when you I'm definitely going to be. I asked my brother-in-law, I'm going down to visit him, and I'm like, how bad am I going to take it for wearing a mask down there? They're going to be like, you Yankee. And he's like, no, people wear masks, but
I think it is all Yankees down there right now.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, like, it was like Disney.
Yeah.
All people from the north. You should just wear a mask and wash your hands. You're fine.
That's all you got to do, and don't lick people.
Don't lick people.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Maybe don't punch a princess, or maybe a...
Don't threaten the cutter. That's a little up close and personal. If you're gonna take out Snow White, man, that's what she gets. Well, folks, that was quite a tale. And we're gonna take Kevin someplace. We took him to Sully's last week for our podcast, and this week we'll see what's happening.
Oh, my boy Jinty sent me a text. He's playing. I don't know.
Don't know. We don't know what's going on, folks. Man, it was good to have Liz up in the cut, folks. You've heard her live.
Great to be here.
Thanks for coming over. I have to have you over again, definitely.
Yes. Yeah.
Warren girl.
We can girl talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bash men.
Yeah.
Make you guys feel this big.
As soon as this record button goes off, I'm sure we'll be up in the cut on that. Warren girl, what you got going on this week? What you got in the plans? What's in your hopper?
Well, here's the thing. I am going to be actively promoting. I am making my professional debut. Well, it's not that kind of debut.
Shit. I keep trying. Sorry, folks.
I'm making my professional debut at a show at the Mansfield Music and Arts Society, which is directly across the street from Great Woods. I am on the bill with some great comics. And I was asked by Mr. Dave Radigan if I'd like to do a guest spot, and I absolutely said yes, please. And I am so excited to be making my debut there.
Nice.
And I hope you all can come out on September 17th.
And what's the name of the spot again?
Oh, it's the Mansfield Music and Arts Society.
I see. We'll look
It's
that up.
very fancy. We're basically in a tent in the backyard. It's great.
That's fine. That's that.
Yep.
And safe.
Exactly. They have nice squishy seats, and they have a bar and food.
Exactly. Who is on the bill too? I remember.
We have Dave Radigan.
Yep.
Is our host. We have Jason Merrill.
That's right. Mr. Merrill. That's who I remember.
Giggles. And we have, I believe, Patty Gould. I have to look it up. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I just remember Jason Merrill because Facebook thinks that I'm Jason Merrill every time I.
You guys could be brothers.
Yeah.
I
No
think
offense to
it's
him.
kind of cute. I think it's adorable that they think you're.
I'd have to grow that walrus stash though. Which
You guys met my coworker.
Jesus Christ, dude! How many goddamn comedians do you know,
Billy Farrell.
motherfucker? Like, first off, and tell us all right now, not one at a time, like you've been fucking.
No, it's Billy Farrell.
Yeah, great guy, man.
Yes, likes with Scally Caps too.
Killed it, man. He was fun. Yeah, he's
was
on
great.
stage and
He was
Kev's
great.
like on vacation. Like, hey, my boy's about to hit the stage. I'm like, how many comedians? Like, Kev knows. Like, he
Kevin
throws them
knows
out.
everybody.
Seriously, like, yeah, we
Everybody.
had Caroline Plummer over, and I was like, oh, I'm all nervous. Like, hey, Caroline, how you doing? And Kev's like, hey, Billy says, fucking, you owe him $20. She's like, fuck, I know. And I'm like, well, how the hell do you even know her? Like. And that's the magic of Kevin Kane, man. But yeah, no, that was he's a great. He did a great job. That was good to see him last week. And is he a former screw too? Or?
No, he still is.
Still is a screw. God love him, motherfucker. All right, yeah, that's that was funny, man. But yeah, Kev always shocks you with what he knows, man. So So yeah, we're gonna look into getting tickets, Lauren.
Yes, absolutely. And our headliner is Mr. Bob Niles. I have not met him yet.
I haven't met him yet either, actually. But that looks like actually a strong lineup. And congratulations, it's gonna be awesome,
Thank
man.
you. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Can't wait to be in the crowd, man. Absolutely. So yeah, I think that's. I'm heading out to Nashville to go visit my brother-in-law. I'll be gone this week, so I think me and Lauren are gonna try and do jokes tomorrow night at
Monday.
Monday. Oh,
Your day off.
fucking
Your
Sunday.
one day off. Well, you know what? Because tomorrow night we're going to see the big summer blowout show at Giggles, and that's usually on a Saturday night, and we do podcast on Sunday, so we reversed it, so we're totally messed up for dates.
Yeah, exactly, man. And then the long weekend screwed me up too, man. But yeah, we'll be at Dirty Nelly's on Monday night, hopefully, God willing.
Yes.
Mask mandate and what have you.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all we got going on here, folks. Kev's got.
So if I could wrap it up,
Yeah.
Dorchester had a tragedy this past week.
Oh shit! Yes, yeah, definitely.
So Dorchester, big hockey community, big hockey family. There's been three guys who made the NHL out of Dorchester, and two are from the same family, Kevin Hayes and Jimmy Hayes. Yeah. Two legends in Dorchester. Every family has a Kevin or Jimmy Hayes jersey. Jimmy passed away on August 23rd.
I feel you, buddy.
He was he had two young kids, 3-month-old and a 2-year-old. He played at Boston College and played for Florida. And then he lived every kid in Dorchester's dream and played for the Bruins. Every kid in Dorchester looked up to him. I think everyone had a Jimmy Hayes jersey in the house, or at least a Jimmy Hayes T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, passed away on the 23rd, and it was just an absolute tragedy. And the way Dorchester came together in the past 2 weeks. For his wake, was down at Florian Hall, and for his funeral last Monday, how Dorchester Youth Hockey came together and was outside Florian Hall, and how his family saw that, and I've seen his family posts on social media. His family and the whole procession drove by, and all of Dorchester was out there with their jerseys, and they held their sticks up as they went by. Jimmy, I only briefly knew him. He started coming down. We have the Gavry Park in Dorchester. They just redid it. And Jimmy, in the past few months, used to bring his 2-year-old down there. And I used to see him, doing what we all do, just trying to tire our kid out. Just a regular father like we all do.
He's been more present lately.
Yeah, just, he retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great podcast, doing what we do with two former NHL players. And the day after his funeral, I was down the park, and I actually saw his dad, Kevin Hayes Sr., and he was down there with Jimmy's kids and a couple of his other grandkids, and he saw Tommy and Danny had their Dorchester Youth Hockey hats, and he was so excited to see Tommy and Danny with their hockey hats on. This is the day after he just buried his kid, and he was so excited to just talk hockey with Tommy and Danny, just to talk to him. Yeah. Just seeing that from a guy who just buried his kid. This is a guy, he goes down to the rink. Liz has seen him down there.
That's where I met him. I had no idea who he was.
He just goes down and watches random.
He came down to watch Will's
10-year-old
game. He
hockey
talked
games.
for like 20 minutes.
Right?
Someone goes, that's Jimmy Hayes' dad? I'm like,
Like,
oh, I asked him if his kid still played hockey. He's like, yeah, they do. I'm like, wow, that's great. Do they play on the adult league? Like, a little bit.
One on the adult side.
Just seeing this guy, and Danny at 5 years old, his favorite player is Kevin, still plays for the Philadelphia Flyers. So I teed it up for him. He's talking to Danny, and I said, Danny, who's your favorite player in the Flyers? And Danny didn't know who he was talking to. I go, Danny goes, Kevin Hayes.
Nice.
And Kevin Hayes Sr. got a kick out of that, saying his kid was his favorite player, and just seeing how his father was day after burying his kid, just so happy to talk hockey. He doesn't know what my kids are, but just seeing them with the Dorchester hats on.
Yeah.
And just it was such a tragedy for the community, but seeing how the community came together. And you can see a clip of it online. Kevin Hayes, the kid, gave the eulogy at the funeral, just talking about what a great kid Jimmy was. And everyone says that after, someone dies, how great of a kid he was. But like Jimmy just was a great kid. He just, call everybody kid. And you'll actually get a kick out of this. The Bruins posted a video, and the first couple of seconds of the video, it's like a montage. And it's Jimmy Hayes going to talk to a bunch of kids, and he's talking to one of the guys at the Bruins, and he goes, "What's up, kid?" And that's what I always said in front of Liz. And she was like, what are you talking about? I go, oh, that's what we call it. What's up, kid? And he goes, I don't know. And the guy in the Bruins like, what are you talking about? He goes, oh, that's just what we say in the city. Mm-hmm. And Jimmy just loved being from Dorchester and playing for the Bruins. He loved going to the hospitals, visiting sick kids. He loved going down the rink.
I said he came down the rink a couple times.
Surprised
the kids on the ice.
Yeah, like going down, helping out in practices, giving out free tickets for games. Like he was just, before he played for the Bruins, he played for Boston College. Guys from Boston College with him used to go down and help out at practices. He was just a great kid, and just at 31 years old, leaving behind a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old.
Yeah.
Just an absolute tragedy.
Absolute tragedy.
Yeah, the hole. It left a hole in all of us.
Like, it just, man.
Yeah, no, very definition, man. I kind of, watched you guys, and I watched the hockey community. And it was good for, I think it was good for the family of him to have hockey there for them.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to your kid, to see all those rocks that,
Right. Like just, it was.
But him talking to your kids was probably the best thing that happened in that whole week. Because it was just him talking
organic too,
with kids.
Right.
And he could have a little bit of connection.
Right.
Leave the sadness over here for a little bit.
Right.
But then he sees this joy. That probably made his whole freaking week. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's that's awesome.
Yeah.
Plus it's Danny. How can it not?
I was sitting there going, it's Danny, who's like the Antichrist. Like he can be an absolute demon. And I go, Danny, and I was waiting. I go, oh my God, what's he gonna say to him? What's he gonna say to him? Like he's gonna say like something awful, or like Tommy's gonna go, I hate hockey.
No,
they didn't.
They didn't.
And that's the thing. And that probably just
Danny
made
goes, Kevin Hayes is my favorite player.
That's it. I'm like, Danny did something good for life for somebody.
No,
Probably made him feel good.
But it's a tragedy, and I feel you, and I feel bad for everyone that's reeling low right now. May he rest in peace, man. Yeah. You never know why people are taken early like that. It's crazy. But yeah, and it's amazing when I see the hockey community. Who was the kid that got injured, spinal injury?
Guetta, AJ Guetta.
Yeah,
we had T-shirts made. Dorchester did.
And watching that, that shit's huge. Yeah. Kids out at 5 a.m. at the hospital.
Yeah, holding their sticks up while he came out.
Yeah. That's why I always say I never want to leave Dorchester. Just the way everyone came together.
I'm actually 100% with you, Budzo. I'm sorry. And actually, I'm gonna lead us out with the Street Dogs.
Yes.
So you guys. You guys hang in there. We'll be back. We don't know what we're going to be doing in the fall. We're going to try and maybe tighten up the ship a little bit. I know we're going to try and maybe do, if they get done shooting a movie at our place where we'd normally be going tonight, the Green Dragon.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to have some good plans going. We don't know where the Delta variant is going to take us, unfortunately, too. So stay tuned to us, folks. We're going to have a lot of comedians coming through. This fall at least. We're gonna try and line up, just talking to people and getting their input on why they're fucking crazy like we are. And,
exactly.
So if everything goes inside, we'll try and keep you guys entertained. But thanks for sticking with us, folks. If you like what you're listening to, just hit the subscribe button. And like I say, where's our men and where's our foreign people in Belgium? There we go.
Yeah.
First off, we got 2 people in Ireland, man. We got to pick up our Ireland game.
Ireland's got to get back in it.
Yeah, we need to get back in the Ireland game, folks. But thank you for listening, man. We're at actually 2,000 downloads this weekend, like officially. So
Oh my God.
yeah, we start off in May and 2,000 people have been hitting the download button.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never mind, like all
I
the
think
other
it's the
ways.
accents.
The accents.
Like wicked pissa.
We're gonna fucking find out when I go to Nashville next weekend.
What up, kid?
You're going to be called a Yankee a lot down there, my
Yeah,
friend.
it's gonna be fun, man. I can't
yeah.
wait. So we'll touch base on the backside of that. No more Oklahoma. Everyone's cool.
Yeah.
Settling into
Oklahoma.
hockey season for the people in Dorchester. Alrighty, let's get Prosecco'd and High Nooned and Bud Lighted up, folks. You guys take care. Thanks for listening. This has been Let Me Tell You This About That. We'll be back next 2 weeks.
Staring down Cedar Grove up on Indian Hill. See a skyline littered with triple-deckers engine mills. Years of thought past my eyes, reflecting faces that have gone by. Adam's corner embedded in my soul. Empty beds of Dorchester, home to 1,000 dreams and beats on legend. Observation field. Think about Dr. Tractors well up with a rapid anger. 'Cause I can't help but sing for her. It's real personal when she